You're ready for this? Yo, who's the daddy? Easy guys, Dom here from Cringy Dad Gaming. So in this video we're taking a look at Generation Zero and how we can improve the graphics to make it look a little bit more post-apocalyptic than it already does. So at the moment, currently, we're looking at the game through a filter that I've set up using the Game Filter. This is available for people with Nvidia cards on their PC. Download the Geforce experience and it will cover off just over 350 games. They may be adding more as time goes on. So you can access this filter by pressing Alt and F3. As you can see, when I switch the filter off, the original colours of the game are quite vibrant because it is the Avalanche engine that it's been created in, which is quite nice in some respects. I just feel for this type of game, post-apocalyptic, quite vibrant colours don't really work for me. It just makes the world feel like too nice and happy and shiny. Some people have said that this game is a little bit muddy in its graphics as well, so we did add some sharpening effects to it as well. And with the filter back on, you can see that the overall world just looks a little bit more depressing to a certain extent. That's kind of what we want it to be, really. Personally, I want the world to look a bit kind of grayer and a little bit more post-apocalyptic. So we did add a color filter and some sharpening effects to it. So what we're going to do is have a look at how I did that now, going back to the original. So just click on the plus sign with filters, and first we're going to go down and we're going to add a sharpen filter to the game. This, again, you may have to play around with depending on what your sharpening level is on your monitor settings already. Mine's just at 0 at the default setting, so it means that I can add the desired effect. But next we want to add the color. This is where we can start adding the tints to the game. So you've got a tint color slider, a tint intensity slider, a temperature slider, and a vibrant slider there. So this is just more about playing around. If you've got another game that you like the colors of, you could always load up a photo from Google and kind of try and match that, I guess, to a certain extent. I wanted to go for a mixture of kind of the colours that you'd probably find in something like Stalker and Fallout 3. Fallout 3 has a very green filter to it, and Stalker is quite brown in its kind of colours, the way it looks. So I wanted to try and find a happy medium between those two games. Overall, adding the sharpening to the game and also the color filter made a massive difference for me in terms of how much I was enjoying the game. You would have thought something so little would really make much of a difference, but for me it did. Just having that more depressive feel into the colors of the game just really helped. Sometimes though, you find that a lot of this volumetric fog that you get in the game, it can be quite a nice effect, but also sometimes it can really play havoc with how mushy the graphics look. So if we turn off the filter, the graphics are quite soft, which some people might like. I prefer a more sharp look to the game, and between the filters that I've set up, it just doesn't really work that well. And we can turn off that by going into the graphics settings and turning the volumetric fog quality either down to medium or just off completely. This is your choice if you want to turn it off. Just turn it off will sometimes just clear a bit of the environment, making it look a little bit cleaner. But there you go, guys. If you haven't already checked this out, then you can download this. I'm going to include the link in the description of the video. If you've got any questions about it, don't forget to pop them in the comments. And also, if you've got any slider settings you'd like to share of some of your filters, also feel free to pop those in the comments. So you may be able to use this particular filter on other games to make it look more post-apocalyptic, but again, you may need to play around with those settings. If there's games that you've improved using the game filter, also feel free to share those too. So I'll catch you guys on another video, and thanks for watching. You're ready for this? Yo, who's the daddy?